how in movies, a character gets stabbed with a knife, bleeds a tiny bit, closes their eyes in 1 second, and the scene cuts? Yeah, Hollywood is lying to you. In the real world and in forensic science, it's a terrifying journey inside your body's deepest mechanics. A journey that lasts anywhere from a single second up to 6 whole minutes of being trapped inside your own fading consciousness. Knives alone take the lives of about 200,000 people every single year, globally. In places like Europe and Asia, it's actually the #1 weapon used in violent crimes due to strict gun laws. But what does it actually feel like if that blade pierces your skin? And what is the one instinctive reaction that will kill you on the spot if you get it wrong? Here's the first massive shocker. During the absolute first seconds of a stabbing, you probably won't even feel the pain of the blade itself. Your body immediately panics and floods your system with an insane surge of adrenaline and endorphins. This literally hijacks and shuts down your pain receptors temporarily. Victims almost always describe this exact moment as feeling like a massive punch or a sudden sensation of ice-cold water splashing against the wound. See, unlike a bullet, a knife doesn't create a massive shockwave that shatters everything around it. A knife acts like a scalpel. It cuts, it slices through tissues and blood vessels cleanly along its path. But within seconds, that adrenaline rush wears off. And that's when the severed nerve endings start screaming, firing, burning, searing agony straight to your brain. It feels like an open fire lit inside your body. But the biggest threat here isn't the pain, it's the bleeding. The moment you lose about 1 liter of blood, which is roughly 20% of your total volume, your body enters a critical state called hypovolemic shock. Your brain makes a ruthless executive decision. It cuts off blood flow to your extremities, your hands, your feet, and diverts whatever is left to your vital organs, your heart, and your brain. At this exact moment, your face drains completely white, your lips turn blue, and a violent, bone-chilling cold makes your entire body shiver. And this brings us to hypoxia. It means your brain cells are completely starved of oxygen. Your lungs start to panic. You'll find yourself hyperventilating, gasping for air, as if you're running a marathon, desperately trying to catch oxygen. Your vision starts to tunnel, narrowing, like you're looking out of a dark pipe, until your hearing starts fading out too. Now, does every stab wound act the same? In forensics, location dictates exactly how many minutes you have left. If the blade hits your chest, it can puncture your lung, causing a condition called pneumothorax, a collapsed lung. Air rushes into your chest cavity, crushing the lung until it completely deflates. The victim here literally feels like they are drowning while wide awake. But if the blade severs a major artery like the aorta or hits the heart directly, you enter what's called exsanguination, precipitous, catastrophic bleeding. Your blood pressure crashes to 0 in seconds. The brain completely cuts the power supply and you lose consciousness instantly. That's the absolute fastest it happens. If, God forbid, you ever find yourself in a situation like this, or you're trying to save someone there is one golden rule that separates life from death. Do not pull the knife out of the wound. In movies, they pull it out, the blade drops, and the character gasps in relief. In reality, that knife is a plug. It is jamming the cut blood vessels and stopping internal and external catastrophic bleeding. The second you pull it out, you just opened the floodgates, and they can bleed out in a minute. Leave the knife inside and pack cloth around the sides to stabilize it. Now, if the knife isn't there and the bleeding is pouring from an arm or a leg, apply your entire body weight directly onto the wound. Elevate the limb above the heart to slow down the rush of blood and make sure the victim lies completely flat on the ground. This keeps the remaining blood flowing to the brain and stops their heart rate from spiking, which would only pump the blood out faster. Despite how terrifying this sounds, medical professionals note that in the final stages of bleeding out, once you lose about 40% of your blood, it actually feels like falling into a deep, heavy sleep because the brain fully goes into a coma. If this is your first time uncovering these hidden realities of the human body and forensic science, make sure to drop a like, smash that subscribe button, and let me know down in the comments which fact shocked you the most today. See you guys in the next video. Peace.